ice cream. Thank you. This looks like ice. Let's see. All these guys are playing their games. You'll just see them smoking their pipe, their tobacco, looking bong. They're selling a lot of stuff. Souvenirs. Please cover your shoulders and do not wear shorts. Oh yeah. Ton of people with shorts on. Looks like they buried something over there. Board over there that shows the illustrations for the law of karma. Look at these birds. Those are some big birds. As of filming this, it is October 20th, about midday right now, about 2:30 p.m. here in Hanoi, Vietnam, and honestly, the weather has been perfect. You know, just a few weeks before, there was lots of typhoons and stuff that brought in a lot of flooding to the Hanoi area, but honestly, in the last week of being here, it's been pretty optimal. The only time we've really had rain is probably in the afternoon. It'd be like a quick downpour, maybe like 30 minutes to 1 hour, but other than that, the weather has been quite pleasant. Like the temperature actually has been about 30 degrees Celsius, or you know, in the high 80s for October. That's pretty good. A lot of people would love to have that type of temperature at that time and not be too cold. But Hanoi does get cold. It will get cold eventually. But even right now, you know, when the sun's not full blast, like right now we have a lot of cloud cover, it's just perfect. You can walk, you feel like you're not sweating too much. There's a bunch of shade. And also, you know, Hanoi is just known for having greenery, lots of trees, so there's plenty of shade, plenty of spots to get away from the sun. And it's just perfect, honestly. So what am I doing right now? Well, actually, I'm going for a little walk. I just left an appointment that I had, which I'll talk about. And today I just figure, you know what, I'm gonna take out the camera, do a little walk and talk, as it's a pretty chill day here in Hanoi on a Monday. You know, not a lot going on, but today, actually, I'm here on the West Lake area, and I just came back from an appointment doing some acupuncture. I'm currently on my way to the big red pagoda that's really famous here in Hanoi that everyone goes to see. I'm gonna stop by and take a look at that. And while I do, show you guys some of these streets here in Hanoi. I'm pretty much on the eastern side of the lake. Oh, check it out. I don't know if you guys can tell, but there's actually some turtles in here. There's a turtle there, a turtle over there. But yeah, West Lake here. Look at these birds. Those are some big birds. That's crazy. Big birds. As I said, I'm just walking along the lake here, and it's always surprising in Vietnam. Like, there was a massive bird sitting on that railing. I think they were the guys that were sitting there, you know, playing games, eating sunflower seeds and drinking, but I don't know what kind of birds those were. They were huge, like eagles and stuff. But the guy didn't seem too interested in me taking a look at his bird, so just quickly looked and carried on. All right, well, here we are in the middle of the West Lake area, in the pagodas here that I'm gonna come check out. And as you can see, this is like the touristy area. The buses drop people off. They're selling a lot of stuff, souvenirs, all that sort of stuff if you need it, you know, hats and whatnot. But I have been to this temple one time, and I don't recall if I had to pay. Gonna find out. Just wanna go check it out, check out the views, and see if I remember anything. Interesting. It says, please cover your shoulders and do not wear shorts in the pagoda. Thank you. But almost everyone I saw come out was wearing shorts. Like shorts there, shorts in here. I don't know, maybe you can't have shorts on if you want to go inside or something. I'm not too quite sure on that, but beautiful designs. Very vibrant yellow. Oh yeah, ton of people with shorts on. I don't know what that's about, but maybe it's disrespectful to have shorts on. So I'm not trying to be disrespectful. This guy's got like a skirt on, maybe. But I don't know, looks like there's a lot of people with shorts on. Nice little calm and relaxing looking garden here, but I don't know, it looks like they buried something over there. Kind of look like graves, but maybe they're not. Maybe they're gonna be for planting stuff, trees. Not sure. A little bit of construction going on, I think. But nice colors. Everything's quite beautiful. As you can see, it's right here on the lake. Nice view, 360 degrees. So yeah, as you can see, like 80% of the people in here are wearing shorts, especially the men, you know. So I don't know why there's no enforcement of shorts, but there's a cool board over there that shows the illustrations for the law of karma. So basically the things that you can do that would create karma in your life. Pretty complex. The pagoda is pretty cool. I don't know much about it, but the scenery, the details are nice. One thing I love about Vietnam is how many of these little like bonsai trees they have. They structure the tree to make it grow really small, but really thick and strong. Like as you can see, it's like some sort of ficus. And I don't know, this thing's probably like 20 years old or something, at least. But this is one of the coolest things I like looking at here in Vietnam. They're everywhere. People have them on their property, in their restaurant, like outside their restaurant, just on the street, in random places, parks, and all of that. Now I think obviously if you want to know more about the history or, you know, the details of this sort of pagoda area, this temple area, definitely probably worth taking a tour, as you can learn quite a bit. But I think that's it for me. One thing for sure is there's a lot of foreign tourists here. Many different languages I'm hearing. A lot of them have guides, like this guy, he's a guide. I don't know where you hire them. Maybe there's some out here. Maybe you arrange that before you come. But definitely worth it if you want to know a little bit of details about the place. So now I've just crossed back across the street from the pagoda area to the other part of the lake. This is the smallest part of the lake. This is actually the part that I'm staying at. There's not a whole lot going on around here. There's some restaurants and some cafes and stuff, a few bars. That right there, the little circle part that goes out, it's called Truc Bach. That place is actually pretty cool. I think there's a bunch of expats living there from what I heard, but there's a few nice bars and restaurants that you can actually go and hang out at, which is pretty cool. And then there's a river that runs through there on the backside, and yeah, a few cafes around there. So this is actually kind of a nice place to stay. It's a little bit quiet too, which is nice, as long as you're not near the busy road. Oh, you know what? I think I'm gonna go for an ice cream. Ice cream, 3 flavors: green tea, vanilla, cream, rice flakes. Hello, can I do vanilla ice cream? Yeah, I'm gonna go with a vanilla ice cream for 12,000 dong. It's like, what, 50 cents USD? Pretty good. Thank you. Ah. A lot smaller than it shows in the picture, but hey, it's 50 cents. That's pretty good. And it's kind of dripping through the bottom. Honestly, from the picture, I thought it actually was like softer vanilla, but this looks like ice. Let's see. It's like vanilla. It's icy, but it also has a taste of coconut. Interesting. It's pretty good, but it's gonna drip all over me. It's actually quite perfect because, as I said a little while ago, you know, the temperature feels good, it's not too hot, but the sun actually has came out in the last 30 minutes, so it's feeling a little toasty with direct sunlight, you know, walking around the pagoda and stuff. So this is refreshing. You know, ice cream is a thing here too, in Hanoi at least, probably all of Vietnam, but I see ice cream advertised everywhere, sometimes 10,000, 12,000, 15,000. So very affordable. Nice quick snack always to hold you over to that next meal. But here you go. So you can see the smaller part of the lake here, right, as I'm saying. And then when you cross the street, that's the bigger part. Much bigger. Like if you were to try to walk around that side of the lake, the entire thing, oh man, it would probably take you a few hours. Now this one, you can walk around in like 40 minutes, probably less than that. So if you actually look at a map of Hanoi, you'll see that there are many lakes. Some big ones like this one. This is the biggest one, I believe. And then you have smaller ones. Like there's the one by the old quarter. What's that one called? Like Turtle Lake or something? Or Hoan Kiem. Not sure on the pronunciation or name really, but there are many lakes in Hanoi. Some big, some small. Some with very unique things around them, like, you know, places to eat, places to have a view. One of them has like a, I think, an old military plane in there from the Vietnam War. So when you come to Vietnam, definitely find some of the lakes, go around them, find things to do, and use those as areas of your activities. So as you can tell from this video, you know, coming to Hanoi, coming to Vietnam this time, really didn't have much of a plan. It was really just to come here and just enjoy Vietnam, just to hang out, eat a lot of food, go around, walk around, just immerse yourself in Vietnam, you know, because it's been almost a year since I traveled anywhere. You know, I've just been working every day full time and no time to travel, especially when you live on an island. You feel secluded, so if you don't get off that island, you know, you just feel trapped. And actually coming here to Hanoi is pretty nice because it's a city. You don't have a city on the island, and it's very different. And so far I'm definitely enjoying it. It's been almost a week. Have about a week left here in Hanoi, and probably gonna spend a lot of the time just around the city and not even really getting out too much, but just staying in the city and being like a person that lives here in Hanoi and doing the things that they do. So that's what I'm looking forward to the most. So as you can see, well, my watch says it's 6:30, but it's actually 3:30 because Vietnam's 3 hours back from my time, and all these guys are playing their games, gambling maybe. I don't even know if they're gambling, but gonna not disturb them. But as you can see, this is what the older men do here in Vietnam. They just kick it back, they relax, play some games, drink sometimes. A lot of times they don't even drink. You'll just see them smoking their pipe, their tobacco looking bong thing, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Life is pretty chill here in Vietnam, for sure, if you're an older person, I think. As I said, I'm just walking around the lake, just getting some exercise, just enjoying the scenery here as it feels nice out right now. But here you can see, this is actually the boat of Highlands Coffee. Highlands Coffee, I think, is the most popular coffee chain in Vietnam. I could be wrong, but I see it everywhere that it sure feels like it, seems like it. And usually I'll go to this place here and there just because it's nice. You have good Wi-Fi, you can do some computer work. Pretty much all the cafes here though in Vietnam have good Wi-Fi, so you don't have to worry about that. But this one looks like a unique experience as it's sitting on the water, and then behind it there's a lot of swan boats that you can rent and just go out for a paddle, which you can probably see here a little bit. Yeah, there's some right there behind that dock, and there's a few of them out in the water as I can see far away. Don't know how much they cost, but that's something you can do here in Hanoi. But one thing I want to mention that I love doing while here in Vietnam, in Hanoi, in even the south, in the different cities I've been, is go out to the park spaces like here where there's greenery, and you can just watch all the older people exercising on the exercise equipment. It's pretty, I don't know, it doesn't hurt them. It's not like hard on the body. It's more like, I feel like, for blood circulation and just keeping your muscles active. And it's pretty cool to see all the older people doing this. A lot of them are just always on the street stretching and taking care of themselves, which, you know, is what we should all be doing, especially as we get older. Here you can see it at another part of the lake here. There's a swan boat out there. This side is very shaded. There's cafes and restaurants all along the bottom of the road, and just a great place to hang out and chill, especially at the nighttime. There's a lot of people out here, and this is a place that I kind of hung out in the last few days, so definitely enjoying it. But there you have it. That's a little walk around the lake